Well, I think that my divorce with Aorus has been finalized because now MSI is my new best friend. Because the brand new MSI Mag B760 Tomahawk is such a good value board if you're planning on building an Intel based PC that almost nothing else even comes close. In fact, I don't even have to say anything else about it, just buy it. Here, that's the end of the video. Well, okay, I should probably explain a bit more and bring back my usual cynical facade. Starting off with power delivery, here we have 12+1+1 power phases rated at a maximum of 75 amps, which, while definitely not the most in the world, is actually pretty standard for this grade of B760 motherboard. And that, combined with the 2 full 8 pins for CPU power, mean that this board, while definitely not the best in the world, should be enough for most CPUs unless you're doing some hardcore overclocking. But in the area of PC expansion, here this motherboard gets its first major W because it boasts a PCIe Gen 5 slot for your graphics card. Now granted, in practice it's nothing but empty promises because PC Gen 5 graphics cards don't even exist yet apart from some super secret lab at Nvidia's HQ, but hey, it's still a feature. Apart from that, you also have an additional physical 16x slot, which is actually 4x, though sadly it is just Gen 3, and a tiny standalone 1x slot as well. See Gigabyte? It's not that hard to put a 1x slot on your motherboard. And apart from that, you have your standard 3 M.2 slots, all of which are rated at PC Gen 4. Okay, let's slow down. This is all getting way too positive. I need to complain for a second. There's not enough SATA connectors. This motherboard only has 4 SATA connectors in total, even though 6 is pretty much a standard. And while most people aren't going to need more than 4 anyway, it's still a feature that's been pretty prevalent on most motherboards that is simply not here. But anyway, back to complimenting it. The rear I/O is actually fantastic, and with 8 USB Type-A ports in total, with 4 of them being USB Gen 2 and the rest high-speed USB Gen 3 or faster, it's almost on par with Gigabyte, the kings of USB Type-A, seeing how most of their B760 motherboards have 9. But the rear I/O is not even comparable to Gigabyte in most of the other areas. For example, the USB Type-C is 20 gigabit here rather than 10 gigabit, and you get Wi-Fi 6E as standard. It's not its own SKU like what Gigabyte is doing. It's just a standard feature in all of these motherboards. So that is fantastic. Add to that 2.5 gig Ethernet, both integrated HDMI and DisplayPort, and the full array of 5 audio jacks and optical SPDIF. Something that once again should be standard even on my budget boards, but it would appear that Gigabyte and Asus think otherwise. Add to that the fact that it comes in both DDR4 and DDR5 flavors, and you have an absolutely amazing board on your hands. And you wanted the best part? The price. The DDR4 variant is going to cost you just $210, while you're going to have to pay $10 more if you want to go for the DDR5 variant. It is insane how good value it is, and if you're just after a good budget board for your Intel 12th Gen or 13th Gen CPU, honestly, you couldn't go better than this. Now, that doesn't mean that this motherboard isn't without strong competition, so if you want to find out about those motherboards, make sure to subscribe because I'm making a lot more of these videos in the near future. And if you want to buy this one yourself, then make sure to use the links down in the video description below. And also here, maybe check out our Patreon because even a single $1 a month truly goes a long way, while you get awesome perks as well. I'd also like to thank my existing patrons Gavin Burns, Ryan, OKB, Justin Rage, Elefroniak, Bartosz Welcome, Max Sumner, Shane Allcroft, Lansby, Jesse Herberman, and Shannon Odgon. Thank you guys so much, support truly goes a long way. Down here you can find our merch store, our Discord server, and our social media links as well. But anyway, that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone, goodbye.